Now, a lot of people wear fleece jackets like this North Face, this Paramo smock, and my favourite at the moment, I've got a black one in this as well, is the Snugpak TS1 smock. Now, one thing all these jackets got in common, apart from being red and made from synthetic material, is they're all baggy. Okay, so what I want to do now is give you my perspective on putting 3 layers underneath these jackets. Now, this is not so much for hiking in the winter, it's more sort of hanging around in the evening, say, or having a dinner break or something. Okay, so let's get into these 3 layers. Not literally, I just want to talk about my perspective on what could be done. And the first layer is a t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt should never be made of cotton or polycotton. It should be made of either 100% polyester, or better still, merino wool, like this one. Okay, and once you've converted to wool or merino wool, you will never go back. This is the best. And also, just so you know, merino wool does not feel itchy against the skin. So that's the first layer, or the first possible layer. And the next layer, the second layer, is a shirt, some sort of fleece shirt. This is the Paramo. And the thing is with shirts, or a lot of shirts, is they can be a bit baggy on the arms as well. And when that bagginess is hanging down there, that's dead air, okay? And your body's got to take heat out of it to warm that air up. And you've only got a limited amount, where the world has got an infinite amount. So really, ideally it could be a bit thinner, but the cut of the cloth, that is. But the next layer, the jumper, should bring that in, and it'll rivel it up and give you a more chance of staying warm. So let's have a look at that. And the good old woolly pulley. Now this is the third layer, and also with the arms being a little bit thinner in the cut of the cloth, it'll stretch open a little bit and bring in that bagginess of the shirt. Now, the reason I have army jumpers is because they just last longer. Civilian jumpers, street style jumpers, worn in the street, if you like, just don't seem to cut the mustard really. They don't last very long. You can also get good jumpers in shooting shops and country wear, you know, countryside shops and stuff like that. So that's the third layer, okay? So that's the basic idea, what you could do. It's a bit like a farmer, you know, t-shirt, shirt, jumper. That is it, okay? And then he puts his jacket over the top. So I'll go through a few different ideas as well of that style, just to see what you think. And there's lots of different ideas, you know, lots of different styles. So I'll just go through a few. Right, I'm at this angle because the sun's coming out, and I don't want to be in the way of the light. So what I've done here is I've taken the synthetic shirt out and put in a t-shirt with arms. Okay, now the arms on this particular t-shirt, it's merino wool again, is more slimmer. Okay, so it's more likely to keep you warm. Now, that's one idea. There's no flexibility with this system really, because it's in the cold or nothing. You know, if you got on a train or a plane and flew somewhere else with this system and it was hot, you'd have difficulty in the heat with these clothes. So I think anyway. So but it's very good. It's an excellent idea for cold weather only. So there you go, that's one idea. And another idea is the merino wool t-shirt with arms against the skin, the polycotton shirt, Yes, the polycotton shirt, it can be done in the cold, okay? And then your jumper, the woolly pulley. Now the reason I've got a long sleeved t-shirt, the long arm t-shirt, is because in the cold, with me at least, if I had a short t-shirt, short arm t-shirt, this cotton, this polycotton against the forearms of the bare skin would feel cold and give me a chill through my body. So I would prefer, if I did this, to have long sleeved t-shirt, merino wool obviously, and the polycotton shirt and the old woolly pulley. The good system about this is it provides bigger flexibility. So if you got on a train or plane, went a long distance, and you went into a hotter region, then you could wear this and this in the evenings, and on a hot day wear this on its own. Okay, so it gives you more flexibility, though the idea is not quite as good as the last one with reference to cold weather, but it can be done. Okay, and the other idea is I've taken out the shirt and put a merino wool, like a cardigan. It's got a zip down the front, you see that? It's like a cardigan really. You can tuck it in as well, I would. And also it's got slim arms, which helps to keep the heat in. There's no dead spaces or dead air, and it's got thumb loops at the end there as well. So that's another idea. And the other idea I got is a hoodie by Helly Hansen. It's merino wool, and it's the same as the last thing, but it's got a hood, I suppose. It's got thin arms, and it's got thumb loops on the edge as well. The good thing about this hoodie is you'll have 2 layers on the head, because you'll have your hat, your hoodie, and your waterproof. I suppose there's 3 layers if you like. And also I've wore this hoodie as like a jumper, like a 3rd layer in the summer. So I wouldn't like to wear it as a 3rd layer in the winter though, I don't think. So anyway, that's another idea. And you've got your traditional shirt with the collars and cuffs made of wool. Now this particular shirt is a little bit coarse against the skin. That's why I've added the t-shirt with long arms, and also they're a little baggy as well, like all shirts of this type, this sort of style, this traditional style. So like I said before, this jumper, something like this, will bring that shirt in and rivel it up a bit, so there's not too much dead air for your body to warm up. Okay, so that's another idea. And that's what it's like, all put together so far. All the gaps underneath this jacket is all sort of filled in, so it's nice and snug, but not restricting. It's very comfortable. There's not too much dead air in the arms there, and yeah, it's pretty good. If you want to do yourself up, this is what it looks like. Zip up, collar up, do that up, and there's a bit of room around the neck for a little neck scarf as well. Right, different scenario. It's very windy and the rain is coming down, or the rain is just on and off all the time. What you could do is take away the fleece jacket, roll it up, because it rolls up really small, or at least this one does, and put it in your rucksack, and then put your waterproof jacket on over that. Now, what I like about jumpers is they're very breathable. The heat will escape from it if you're doing physical activity, and the bad thing is they're far from being windproof, but that doesn't matter because you've got stuff over the top. But yeah, they're very, very breathable. So that's why I like the good old woolly pulley. And the waterproof jacket can consist of a jacket like this, which is a short length jacket, which is very popular, or a long length jacket like this, waterproof jacket with a cinching around the waist. I put the knots in because the rope was too long, but yeah, pull the cinching around the waist to reduce the dead air underneath. It'll help you keep warm. Or an army jacket like this, whatever you're doing, whatever you fancy. This is the SAS Smock from the 1980s stroke 90s. It's got a cinching around the waist again, so make sure you do that up to reduce the dead air inside, and it'll give you more chances of staying warm. Or your ventile jackets like this. This is a single layered. Now if this had a waterproof liner in, I wouldn't have a fleece jacket. Or if you've got a short length jacket like this, then you could actually, without taking anything off, put an army jacket or a ventile jacket with a single layer over the top of that without taking anything off. It's quite possible, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos. That's ideal if you're on a windy mountain and it's not ideal to take anything off. Now I've seen a lot of people hiking in duvet jackets lately. Now I'm not really a lover of this because it's way too hot, even if you've got pit zips and you can undo the zip in the front and what have you. It's just too hot to hike in as far as I'm concerned, and they don't breathe, they're not going to let the air out, and also if you take it off because it's too hot, in effect you're actually taking equivalent to 2, maybe 3 layers off in one lump. So and then it'll be too cold. So I wouldn't wear, it's just my personal preference, but I wouldn't wear a duvet jacket while I'm hiking of any thickness at all. Right, I'm not going to go into great detail with the smaller clothes. It's up to you what you want to wear. That's my merino wool hat, my beanie. This is a lamb's wool hat, and this is like a bushcraft type hat that's synthetic material, with the ear flaps on the inside and flaps on the outside as well. And then you've got your gloves. By far the best are the mittens. These are buffalo. These are Russian actually, but you can get British Army ones and Dutch Army ones. And if you like, you could put some merino wool gloves underneath these, or this one, not that one. And these gloves are okay, but when they get soaking, you're fighting to put your hands and your fingers into the holes. So, you know, by far the best is the mittens. Then I got me icebreaker tubular scarf. That's merino wool. It's brilliant. I've only got one scarf, and that is it. I don't need any other. And you got your socks. These are wool socks. They're actually British Army ones. You can buy them in different colours now. These are the standard ones, and these are the Arctic ones. Okay. And I'm not going to mention trousers, except don't wear jeans. We all know that. Definitely carry waterproof trousers, but if you want, you could carry long johns, which again is, these ones are made of wool. So yes, there's a theme here, and yep, wool is the best as far as I'm concerned. So that's that. Okay, that's my perspective on layering system in the cold weather, whatever you're doing in the outdoors, that is. Now everybody's got their different scenarios, different styles, different metabolisms. So mine is not the best, but it's the best for me, I think. And also your scenario might be different. You might be traveling over a long period of time over land. So therefore you need flexibility in your clothes. And also you might be traveling in a vehicle. Again, you need flexibility with your clothes, unless you're traveling in your own car, and then you can carry more. Or you might be just going out for a day and one night, or 2 days, one night, a very short period of time in cold weather only. So, you know, all the scenarios are different. Everybody's got a different story to tell, different scenario, different metabolism, different styles, and different colours. Okay. Now you can carry this idea into your normal everyday life in the street or just a stroll in the woods. Now today I'm wearing, say, a cotton t-shirt and a polycotton shirt. Now it was freezing this morning, it was frosty, and if I went out for a short period of time, I would have worn my light duvet jacket, my Rab duvet jacket, you know, and on top of this, which is equivalent to 2 layers, say, I reckon. Yeah, if I stayed out all day, I would have worn these two, plus this Paramo smock, say, or a fleece jacket, and my jumper underneath. And then when it got hot, which it was, it's warmed up now, the sun is out, blue sky, it's about 10-12 degrees, I would have taken my jumper off and just wore these 2 layers and my fleece jacket. And if it rained, I would have had a light mac as well. Okay, so it's all different, isn't it? So anyway, that's all I got to say. Like, share, subscribe if you dare, and see you around. Cheers.